Today, I want to go deep, very deep into your health anxiety recovery because you need to know what stage of the recovery process you are in order to climb the next step on the ladder. Let's dive in. My peaceful warriors, welcome to another important video on my channel. Please subscribe, hit the bell for all the notifications for my upcoming videos. And if you'd like to learn more about any of my recovery programs, click here at any point in the video. Now, we are focused today on health anxiety, okay? And specifically, I want to share with you the stages that a person goes through as they are recovering, healing from health anxiety. Now, you're going to realize that the stages that I mention and the explanation behind them are the big stages, but in between them, you may be going through some micro changes in relation to you and how you perceive the world, how you perceive your symptoms. That is completely fine, but as we go along, let's see if you can relate to some of these stages in the health anxiety recovery process. Okay, stage one. This is a very important stage in order for you to get to the next level. It is the dedication to the truth, meaning you become fully committed to understanding what you're actually dealing with, not what your lower self or inner protector tells you you're dealing with. Okay. So in health anxiety, we are dealing with a sense, a perceived kind of threat in relation to symptoms that we experience, right? We see them as catastrophic. We create stories around them. We have perceptions of fear and danger when it comes to the symptoms that a person experiences, right? However, what tends to happen is your inner protector, or what I like to call your lower self, okay, that 2-year-old within you that likes to scream and be overprotective, likes to fill you with ideas that are not connected to what you're really dealing with. It will say it's this disease or that illness or this is upcoming for you. And many times this is connected to other people's experiences, things you read in the news, things you come in contact with on social media. So as you can see, in stage one, it is absolutely important, vital, that you focus and dedicate yourself to the truth. And the truth is that you are dealing with suppressed feelings and emotions and perceived threat symptoms. That's it. I want you to stay in this tunnel vision, this laser focus on what you're really dealing with. Because when a symptom arises, if you are focused on the truth and dedicated to the truth of what you're dealing with, you're going to go, that's a symptom in overprotection mode. That's a symptom that has become habitual based on the experience that I'm in or the experience I'm about to go into. Now, as long as you continue to stay on this track and not go here, there, or everywhere else, right? You are going to heal and get to the next stage. Stage two is the inner softening. The inner softening, okay? Healing shifts from being forceful and desperate to being compassionate and patient. You release timelines and begin to forgive yourself for the symptoms you still experience. Okay, can you see this happening in your own recovery, right? The inner softening stage. Because before, right, you obviously have a career, you're a professional in some aspect, you have an occupation, and you tried to heal your health anxiety from the perspective of the professional, right? So you saw a problem and you wanted to solve it right away. And when it didn't work, you got confused and frustrated, which only fed into your health anxiety and symptoms. But in stage 2, you feel that there's an inner softening. I can let this go a little bit. I can relax just a few percentage points, right? I can forgive myself just a little bit for dealing with the symptoms of health anxiety. Can you in your life right now feel that inner softening happening, or can you feel the inner softening wanting to show up? But maybe there's a part of you that says, no, that can't be the way, it's too easy. Or maybe we don't deserve to feel that way, we haven't earned it yet. Can you feel these things happening at this particular stage in your recovery? I want you to see if you can relate. Comment below. Then we move to stage 3. Stage 3, from curiosity, or from fear to curiosity. From fear to curiosity. Here's what happens. The fear that once ruled your thoughts start to transform into curiosity. You begin to explore your sensations and emotions rather than resist them. Do you remember those days where you were always resistant to your symptoms, resistant to your thoughts, resistant to your feelings, resistant to what's going on in the outside world, putting up walls everywhere, right? Now it's turning into curiosity. Now a symptom appears in your conscious awareness and you're going, okay, that's an overprotective symptom. That symptom has become habitual. Maybe it's my breathing pattern that has contributed to the dizziness over all these years, right? Maybe the brain fog is due to the overwhelm I've put myself through knowingly and unknowingly for all these decades. There is a curiosity that's starting to overtake the franticness that once was. Now, I want you to understand that if this point is not there completely, it wants to be there. But there's a part of you that's afraid to bring it into your life, to bring it into the part of your identity that you forgot about. So it's not like, Dennis, it's not here at all, I'm not in stage 3. No. It's that you can see snippets of it in your daily experience, but there's also a fear that goes along with it. But in stage 3, you're really starting to tip the scales in the direction of, I am curious about this, rather than I am fearful of what could come because of this. Woo! That's a more than anxiety moment right there. Then we move on to stage 4. Stage 4, moments of peace. You start noticing genuine moments of inner peace and joy. And this time, this is important, you let yourself fully experience them without guilt or doubt. Before, there would be moments of inner peace and joy. You'd be afraid to commit to it because you knew that it was going to be taken away from you soon after. This is based on your childhood programming. This is based on your subconscious belief systems. But now, your subconscious belief systems are no longer overtaking your conscious belief systems. And what's happening is when you get a moment of inner peace and joy, even in the presence of your symptoms, even in the presence of those old catastrophic thoughts, it's a weird feeling, right? But now you're going, maybe I don't have to act on this fear. Maybe I can give more of my priority and attention to the inner peace and the joy that wants to show up in my life. Maybe the joy because I'm truly proud of myself for going through this particular healing journey, this recovery. I'm proud of myself, and I'm letting myself be proud of myself. So in stage 4, these moments of peace are showing up more often, and you are allowing yourself to feel them, to experience them, and even to act on them, right? They're starting to show up. That little window is starting to become a little wider and wider and wider. And sometimes it'll close, right? This isn't a perfect, linear process. It'll close, and then it opens, then it closes, then it opens, then it opens. And then, once it starts to open more rapidly and consistently, you will feel like you can never go back to who you were before, okay? And that is that snowball effect that we're looking for. Then we move to the final stage, stage 5, which is the identity shift. A deep change begins to take root within you. You can feel and see a new identity forming, right? One that no longer revolves around anxiety, but around presence, trust, and emotional freedom. This is where the I am start to change. Because before, when you used to wake up, it was I am an anxiety sufferer, or I am a health anxiety sufferer, and I must protect from anything that could spur on more health anxiety and strengthen my symptoms, right? So there was all this protectiveness, right? Right? Now there's an identity shift. It may be 50-50. It may be taking over the old fearful identity. Either way, it's fine. And in this identity, you are starting to prioritize and believe in the person that has been suppressed in you for so many years. I tell this to a lot of people going through my programs, As you're going through this process, you are going to uncover aspects of your personality that you stuffed down because of fear. And those aspects are going to start showing up more often as you let them, right? I let them come up, I feel them, and I act on them. This is what changes the entire identity. Now, with this new identity, something may happen in the outside world. Someone may say something, you may feel a symptom, you may feel the urge to rush to the doctor or protect from going to doctor visits. All those things may happen, those symptoms, right? And now, because you are firm and strong in your new identity, what's going to happen, or what is happening, is you see what's going on from the outside. That's the old way, right? That's what I used to believe in and act in. And now you are feeling like there is no need to act on those old ideas and those old feelings and symptoms. Therefore, you don't give it any emotional intensity or prioritize those old ideas, and you allow them to pass. The next one passes, then the next one passes. Your priority is based on your new identity and the way you see life now. Because what anxiety likes to do is it likes to make you believe that today is going to be just like yesterday, right? And we tend to believe that, right? And we fall for that. But in stage 5, we don't believe that anymore. This day that has been given to me as a gift is my opportunity to take one more step closer to who I truly am, not who I've been conditioned to be, right? And so the forming or the reforming of this identity is taking process. It's happening now in stage 5, right? These are the stages of the health anxiety recovery process, my friends, and I hope I made them clear enough. I want you to comment below and let me know where you see yourself in the majority, where you see yourself, which stage you are in right now in your recovery. I'd love to hear from you. And if this video spoke to you, please give it a like, because it would help me. It would help me a lot to reach out to more anxiety and health anxiety sufferers and help them as much as I can, right? Remember, my friends, that you are more than anxiety. I love you. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.